Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice move, create some space. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Knight. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about opens. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. And the Rebels get enough for the 1st down. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Did as he throws. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around and find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw at Simmons. Here comes the heat. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll make the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Knight. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to add another. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. He might want another play. To the air, it's Jennings. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Watson. Fighting off the defender. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for the big play. He's got it. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
On the move from inside his own 20. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wide open downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And he missed it. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The hand to the running back. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's a hit. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The sure hands, it's Knight. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
Swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll try to pound their way in.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. Snagged on the outside, it's Hale. And he'll step out of bounds through a very productive play.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Off play action. Plucks it out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Hauls it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's got his man, makes the grab.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Hard to think of a more impressive midseason statement than this. Winning a top-5 showdown, riding your passing game, assuming they can finish the job here.
And that's who they are. That's what they do, right? You know. This is why they're proving they're a national championship contender, because they can spin the ball through the air. Good luck stopping them, Paul.
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Keeps it and gets the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making checks. They want to throw it. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.